Hi there peeps, welcome to another video where you'll be seeing me pulling for a character in Genshin Impact. Okay, so the patch just came out a few hours ago. I actually kinda overslept. I wanted to take a quick nap, but unfortunately I've fallen asleep completely. One thing I wanna do before I get to the wishes is claim my mail, because that's very important. But what do we have today? Today we have Nicole's release. I really love her design, I love her role in the story, and I just think she's a great character. Is she like OP or like must have? No. But she is great, and for the last couple of days I had a hard time deciding if I want to have Nicole or not. Whoa, slow down. There's something I need to clarify here before I go further with the video. What I said in here is not exactly true. I mean, yes, I did seem a little bit hesitant.
I see you look a little hesitant
About what I was saying and about my plans, and there's some hesitation further in the video as well, but I hope to clarify that with this one little segment. So, when we first got the character preview for the region, and we saw all the playable characters coming to the game, the first time I saw Nicole in the preview, I knew I want to pull for her whenever she releases, and I didn't give a single damn about when it's gonna be and who she's gonna be, what she's gonna do. Like, I was like, I don't care, just give me the freaking character. So initially, when I was making those plans, I planned to actually pull for C6, which is huge, but that plan kinda faded away over the patches when she wasn't releasing, and now it's the end of the North Grey arc, and we're very close to Snezhnaya, which I will talk about in a little bit. So the further we went, I was like, I want to get something, but not exactly the C6. And with all the leaks coming through about Nicole and who she's gonna be, what kind of character, her teams, I thought C2 would be a very good stopping point for now, which then went to being C1, and in the last couple of days I thought I'm gonna just pull C0 and see what's gonna go from there, you know. But like, I really wanted the C1, preferably the C2. And on the very day when I was pulling for her, those doubts were there the whole time, which you can clearly see further in the video, unfortunately. Yeah, and those doubts came from the very fact that after 6.7, which is the next patch, we are going to Snezhnaya, a very new region, a long-awaited region, which I am very excited about. And with that very new region, there's a new mechanic coming, stellar reactions. And as Hoyo showed us already, they like to do a very restrictive type of gameplay when it comes to new reactions, or at least those mechanics that lock some of the content behind certain characters and teams, which is, I could talk about it a lot, but I'm not gonna. This is supposed to be short. About the stellar reactions, we are getting the first stellar character, which is going to be Sandrone. And Sandrone is also a character that's been on my list for a pretty long while, and of the time when I was pulling for Nicole, I was still willing to pull for Sandrone. And within the next few days, as the more leaks came and the official release of her design, call me whatever you want in here, but her design made me go from here of wanting to pull for Sandrone to here. I really don't like the new design. And yes, I'm sure there's probably a good explanation behind why she looks the way she looks right now.
There's a very good explanation why I'm dressed like this.
And I am looking forward to the backstory and how she actually comes to life. I really like Sandrone. I really enjoyed her presence in the quests, and I thought she had many very sweet interactions with Columbina, and there was just a lot we learned from her about Fatui and the culture. So that's where it basically ends for me for now. This is the whole reason of why I sound a bit hesitant further in the video. I just wanted to make it clear. There's way more to me making the decisions that I made. It's not just,
oh my god, I have pulls, I need to spend those pulls.
no, this is quite more deeper. So thank you so much for listening, and back to the video. So I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm kinda stressed because every single time I play this freaking game and I pull, I get a hard pity. Sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes. Okay, I have 10 pity. More than enough wishes to guarantee her if anything. But yeah, let's go. 20 pity. It's a 4-star. Also, the new 4-star on this banner is a prune. This is not prune. I would like to get at least one copy of her. I know she's a really good character for Varka, but I don't really like... Oh, hello, Razor. I'm not like really into getting a character just to get the character, and I don't like very random characters that just appear out of nowhere and are suddenly best in slot for a certain character. It's just, I don't know. I keep getting weapons. Oh my goodness, again, that's 50. I don't want the weapons. I just want characters. I have both of the characters on the banner C6 already. It would be nice to get at least some of the copies so I can get some. Oh.
Hello, Prune the Witch Hunter at your service. My enemy? Oh, someone who takes pleasure in teasing children. Uses other people's imaginary friends to ensnare them in her schemes. Someone who's a complete show-off, way too dramatic, and obsessed with wearing a hollowed-out hat. I'm referring, of course, to the wickedest witch of them all. Any relevant intel on her whereabouts is more than welcome.
She definitely has some issues with the Hexen Circle witches. I wonder what Alice did that she's so worked up on catching her. I got one copy at what, 40, 50 pity? I think if that was 50, then that's early. That is like slightly early.
Oh, should I introduce myself again? Looks like no interference from Alice's self-introduction magic this time. So I suppose I'll just go ahead. I'm Nicole. As you can see, I'm... Oh, again? Guess I spoke too soon.
Okay, I love Nicole. She's so goofy. Oh my goodness, she's so goofy. Oh, her dialogues are just top tier. I love the splash art. Oh, the splash art is very, very pretty. Oh, I did not expect to win. I had a lot of late 50-50s, but I kept kind of winning. But yeah, there's Nicole. Very nice. Should we skip? I'm gonna skip. Oh, C1 prune. Okay, not bad. Okay, that was a very, very successful pulling session then. Let me do my friendship team just to put Nicole in here. First thing. Okay. So basically what she does in her animation attacks. Oh, that was creepy. Like another thing that I find pretty saddening is that you never get to see her actually use these attacks. She's just in swap. That's what actually made me feel disappointed mostly about Nicole. But the shield does look very pretty. Okay, it does look better when I look at it in game rather than on a video. Yeah, that's better. And very exciting. This is our first Hexing Circle character that we can play. Yes. I am kind of tempted to try for C1 because C1 is pretty good for her, and I'd rather have a character pity than weapon pity. But I don't know, I'm just not like so much into her weapon. I'm not like and I do have endurance weapons, so if I lose to it, I mean, it's not a bad weapon to have a copy of, but nah. Especially that I'm trying to save for Snezhnaya.
Are you sure about that?
100%. She's gonna come as a playable character. There's no way that she's not. Also, I didn't show you, but I did equip Skyward Atlas on Nicole, and Skyward Atlas is supposed to be like a next better thing to her best in slot. It does have a lot of attack, so if you have Skyward Atlas, I think you can easily use it. Another weapon I know that is really good for her if you played the previous events. Other F2P options I didn't really look into, I'm sorry, but I'm sure there are some. Is that a unique vision shape? I think so. Yeah, this is not right. I had Lee now next to me and I'm looking for flints. Okay. I want to do just an extra temple on the banner. See if I can get C2 prune, and I could. So, okay, that's it, I guess. Why do I sound so disappointed? I just got C2 prune in like 60 wishes. There are people that literally do 80 pulls just for C0. I got C2 in just 60 wishes. I should be happy, but I'm ungrateful as always. One more thing, in Lowen's, not memory, in Lowen's honor, I don't know how to say it, but for Lowen we have one standard pull.
Nighty-night.
Hey Lowen, cool steal. Cool steal. I mean, if I look at it, yeah, this weapon does have some interesting stats that definitely can help the team, but it's not a must-have, really. Yeah, that's a skip. I really want to see one, and I got lucky, and I'm like, oh, let me pull a little bit more. You know what? I'm gonna do extra 20 pulls because I didn't hit hard pity. Oh my god, why am I saying? Oh my god. That's Razor. I think I can do a couple more. Okay, no, I should stop. But at the same time, I will get more than enough wishes when Sandrone comes out to guarantee, I think. Should I? I wanna see what it is. Don't ever do this. Okay. You scared me, Razor. Okay. C1. That's how easy you get the C1. And this is what I'm saving, 100%, 44 pulls.
Are you sure about that?
I'm done. Okay, I did really want it. Like it was just like my hesitation came from the fact that I did not have that many pulls, and Sandrone is right around the corner, and I do want to pull for her. But at the same time, I really didn't want a DC1 for Nicole over her signature weapon. And I was okay with losing the 50-50 because if I lost, I would have gotten an extra comp for the standards and I would get the guarantee for Sandrone. So that's a win. Getting C1 Nicole.
Yummy.
Yeah. I do think if you plan to pull for the weapon or the constellations, I do think constellations are better for her because the weapon really is replaceable until you really don't have anything to give her on the weapon. Then maybe the weapon be better. Maybe. Just a little bit. But yeah, do whatever you want, it's your account. So I am back again, and really quick, I just wanted to show you that I ended up getting a C2 Nicole. Yay! The PDs were not very bad, not very good. The C2 is a really good thing for me, for my account, because my Wanderer team, my Varka team is thriving, my During damage got escalated into a whole new level, and I even ended up getting a C4 Prune, which I'll be stopping right there. No more wishing, like 100,000%. I'm not an addict. Ooh. Okay. I'm currently building her. The build is pretty much paying because she needs 4,000 attack, and getting that is hell. She gets it with another Pyro in the team, but without it she has around 3,700 attack, which is not ideal, but whatever. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to tell you, and I very much hope you enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to share down below in the comments about your pull experience for this patch. Maybe you pulled something, maybe you skipped, like what do you think about the characters? I'm very much curious about your opinions and suggestions maybe for another video, or just feedback. Feel free to share anything, and yeah. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.